last time about the blood of Muslims, whom she described has become very cheap because we are being killed everywhere. What else can I do besides making dua? Of course, making dua is the most powerful mean of achieving goals, of fulfilling what you want. Especially, we do not possess any other tool besides that. If we can just, all of us, can keep making dua, especially qunut in the salawat, for the brothers in Syria, in Yemen, in Libya, and all over, that will be something great. It will be actually the greatest thing. There are other means, such as those who are politically active, whether on Facebook, on other Twitter, other means, propagate the message, make everybody fully aware, because there are people who twist the truth. Some of those people are actually pretending to be scholars. These scholars during the protest, the revolution in the Middle East, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Libya, these scholars of the Sultan, these scholars who have been appointed by the rulers, are willing to twist the Quranic verses and the ahadith in order to support the oppressors. We've seen the same thing in Egypt, where we had some muftis, the Grand Mufti, banned and allowed not to pray Jumu'ah. And in Syria nowadays, likewise, the Grand Mufti is issuing some awful and odd fatwas. So we need to shed some light on that and show people that one day these guys will deny all of that, will say, no, we're supporting you, we're making dua, we're pro-protesting, and we are pro the revolution, and these guys were oppressors. So these people who have become very famous of their hypocrisy should be removed. Once, inshallah, Allah will give you authority on land. Inshallah Azza Jal. Freedom is not for free. Freedom has a price. And we're ready and we're more than willing to pay the price, inshallah Azza Jal. But the most important thing, once we earn our freedom, we should utilize this freedom in order to show the proper servitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because anyone who thinks himself is free, that they can do anything, even if it displeases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then they ran away from what they thought is servitude to the worst case of servitude to a shaitan, servitude to their whims and hawa and desire. So seeking the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the time of need is definitely needed from all of us. We also like to ask our spouses, our children, to make dua, and that's why if we make it in qunut, in the 5 daily prayers, especially there is a calamity that really requires a qunut in the 5 daily prayers. Speak about it in the khutab, in Jumu'ah, and make dua after the Jumu'ah, that may Allah give the brothers and sisters victory. By Allah, this is the biggest and the greatest tool. Of course, some people are still counting on the NATO and counting on the West to intervene. They do not intervene in poor countries. They only intervene when there is oil, when there is personal benefit. Other than that, they will not pull the trigger, because why shall they spend any money? So that also shows that insha'Allah, without the help of the West, without the help of these guys, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give the brothers and sisters who have been persecuted and suffered a lot, will give them victory and will free them from the oppressors. Once again, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them victory. وَلَيَنْصُرَنَّ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَنْصُرُهُ وَلَيَنْصُرَنَّ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَنْصُرُهُ. Verily Allah will give victory to those who support His deen, to those who are devout in their worship.